Cat by Valerie Worth. The spotted cat hops on the radiator as warm as the summer, and there, between pots of green leaves growing, by a window of cold panes showing, silver of snow thin across the grass. She settles slight knee muscles smoothly down within her comfortable fur, slips in the end from Paul's tail until she relied arranged shape for sleep. Have you ever seen a cat lay on a radiator? Valerie Worth did. Her poem Cat describes a cat sitting on a radiator falling asleep. I picked Valerie Worth because she wrote free verse and day-to-day things. She was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She also lived in Florida and India. She was born in 1933. Her mom read her poems and her dad wrote her poems. She was also inspired by nature. She wrote a lot of imagery and she wrote free verse. She had 3 kids. She had her first book in 1972. She also became friends with Natalie Babbitt. She also got the NCTE Award in 1991. Her style is free verse and she used imagery. Valerie Worth died in 1994 of cancer. Valerie Worth's poem Cat describes a cat sitting on a radiator and sleeping. She used a lot of imagery. Her description made her think a cat was on a radiator. Reading this poem inspired me to write everyday things like tractors and combines. I hope you enjoy my poem as much as Valerie Worth. My poem combine. Sitting behind the machine shed, you can see from the end of the lane a 9400 John Deere sitting in the shed. We started combining with the new combine. Can't wait to drive tractors when I'm 16.
Have you ever seen a cat on a radiator? Valerie Worth did. Her poem Cat describes a cat on a radiator. She inspired me to write in free verse and in my own way. Valerie Worth was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1933. She moved to Tampa, Florida, and then India. Then she moved back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for college. She got married after college to George. She worked at Yale University Press and wrote poetry on the side. She was inspired by her dad. Her style was free verse and imagery. She won an NCTE award. She had 3 kids. She died of cancer in 1994. Valerie Worth's poem Cat described a cat on a radiator. She used imagery like green leaves and grass. That helps me understand her poem in my mind. That is what I want my readers to understand about Valerie Worth. My poem, Rainbow Cat. There once was a cat, a rainbow cat. I like to call her Red. Not like to jump on the window. She would jump and jump. Her owner Tatum was the same, but she jumped on trampolines. She would jump and jump until Tatum fell.
Have you ever read about a cat? Valerie Worth did. Her poem Cat inspired a cat sitting on a radiator. She inspired me to write about every 2-day things. Valerie Worth was born in Pennsylvania, and she was born in
1933, she moved to Florida and then India. Her dad wrote poetry to her. She had 3 kids. She wrote books in 1972. She used a lot of imagery and short lines from She from Cancer Valley. Worth was born in Pennsylvania. She went to Florida. She died in 1994 from Cancer Valley. Worth's home cat described a cat sitting on a radiator. She used imagery like smooth and snow thin across the grass. I could imagine the warmness coming off of the radiator to the cat. Reading her poem inspired me to write short lines using imagery about a semi. I hope you enjoy my poem as much as Valerie Worth. My poem, Semi. There's shiny semi starting rumbling smoke like a forest fire by a shop with big logs. The chrome is sharp and shiny and a lot of lights on the truck. Sitting by a shop of firewood processor by a pile of logs and aluminum trailer.